Be me. 16 Yom. Born in Austria. Both parents hold Uzbek nationality. Divorced. Dad has anger management issues. Mom has borderline personality disorder. Live 15.5 years in Europe. Fluent in English, French, and have conversational Russian. Deserve to live in developed country. Live last 10 years in Geneva. Would have gotten my citizenship there, but was living there on diplomatic documents, not eligible to apply. Parents failed to get me citizenship in the developed world. Mom's contract ends, clings to Geneva instead of looking for a job elsewhere, staying 6 months on visiting visa, then 6 months in Uzbekistan. She hates it there, drives her even more crazy. Has to take care of my little brother alone, unplanned, but she didn't want to abort. Marries the guy that knocked her up. Guy is some fucked-in-the-head Afghan diplomat greater than shit for brains that gambled away every paycheck and hid it from my mom. Dad loses his job. Stepmom leaves him. Worried to hell I won't be able to finish the school year. Dad isn't legally divorced yet, so we stay as dependents of stepmom until divorce. Finds Swiss girlfriend. She is a brain-dead Portuguese medical assistant that had no mom. She moves in because she wants to move out of her dad's house. MFW, I have to live with her in a tiny apartment where the living room was my room but the TV was in there. Finish middle school thankfully. Grades good enough for college, high school for those that got good grades. Don't want to stay with bitch, so decide to move to mom, because she's planning to move to Canada. Papers coming from her Afghan husband who was in Kabul when it fell, helped some CIA operatives as an interpreter. Mom offers to take me to Canada and get me permanent residence there after the summer, but documents could be delayed, so there's a chance I would have to stay in Uzbekistan for a while. Me seeing a way of getting documents and not living with stupid bitch and angry dad. Be me. 18th birthday. Dad comes in. I slept on the really uncomfortable chair that night. Back is killing me. Not enough beds for everyone. He got me MCD breakfast. It's all he can get for me, but that's fine, I love him. He said he needs to go to work, and will be back soon. Day goes by, has not back. Next day I text him I love you. Day after that, love you dad, when are you coming home, I miss you. 2 days past, the new season of The Orville has come out, maybe we can watch it together. Send other texts, and this time. 1 month passes, he hanged himself in the woods. First thought is how am to blame for not being good enough for him. My mother passed from cancer 8 years before, leaving me and my siblings with my grandma. I go to university, it's astrophysics. It's fun. I'm at the end of my first year and got 72%. Move there, make friends, and a few enemies. Run my own society, got a job as a lifeguard over the summer in the United States. I often think if my dad would be happy with me. But I don't think he would be. He loved me, just never liked me. I feel like him, the worst human being on earth sometimes. I have started really caring about my looks. At this point I got BDD. Realize how much his death has crushed me. I have this thought that if my own father didn't want to be on the same earth as me, why should I expect anyone to want to be in the same room as me? I'm fucked up. My family thinks I'm doing fine. My older sister has failed her first year, she started same year as me. She blames everyone apart from herself. I know for a fact it's been hard, but she often downplays the effect it has on me, to explain my success. I just feel awful all the time. I feel unloved and unlovable, even if those feelings have no basis in reality. I really need some kind of escape from my life. It's going well by all means, but damn, I just feel like I'm not good enough, or I'm a fraud. It hurts me so much. I believe that I'm an awful human being. Be me 21 male. Go on date with cutie 4 feet 11 inches redhead, she's 21. Meet her at park, have nice picnic. Go back to her place to smoke. Get high. She puts her legs on my lap. Massage her legs. She moves her foot on my crotch and rubs my dick. Gets up and then gives me a lap dance. I suck on her pierced nipple for 20 minutes as she grinds on me. She starts shaking and orgasming just from doing that. She moves away, and tells me I should start going. Leaves and texts each other semi-frequently. Texts becomes less frequent. She doesn't text me at all anymore. Guys, why is this happening? She seemed so ecstatic to meet each other, and right after the first date, she doesn't even bother responding. Me. 24F. Get fucked over time and time again in life. Sister dead. Dad dead. Mom dead. Grew up in some of the shittest American poverty possible. Mom kept me locked in a mobile home that was falling apart in the woods for most my teenage years. Didn't even send me to HS, so no shot at SATs or scholarships. Struggle after my parents die and get taken advantage of a few times. Overcoming this trauma. Realize unless I get a real job I'm kind of screwed. Don't want to become a mindless housewife. Think of becoming doctor. But I have no money obviously. What do? I do not have assistance from others, nor do I have the desire to just lay down and accept my fate as society's punching bag. I want to rise up and break the chains. Being a doctor would be incredibly tricky, but is there a way I can do it? And if not, anything similar I could do that would cost significantly less money but would still lead to a comfortable life? Me. Girl at work gives me her number. Nice.png. I text her a few times. Decide to call her. She brings up past relationships. I said I got none. She only ever got one. Mentions she has trust issues and PTSD after the fact. Then she asks, what are we? I'm stunned. Say we're friends and I want to get to know her better. Says okay, cool. The problem is I have no idea if she understood what I meant, like I want to get to know her better and then start a relationship. She could have misunderstood me, and thought she just got friend-zoned. So fuck IDK what to do. I tried to imply that I'm into her, like she asked, friends? And I said yay, something like that. So fuck what do? Reposting from a few days ago. I need advice, not sure if I am the asshole or not and I don't know who to ask. Me. Have GF of 2+ years. Very cute, sexy, same interests as me, same life views, goals. She has chronic stomach problems, anxiety, OCD. In beginning of relationship the sex was good and common. 4+ times a week consistently. She moves in last July. Never have sex anymore, and when I bring it up she treats me like I am putting crazy expectations on her. Try to communicate that I need a physical relationship for this to work. She keeps saying she wants to have sex more but is hyperfixated on her poop problems, says she feels like she will shit all over me if we try to have sex. She is constantly constipated, literally takes suppositories daily to even be able to shit. We never have sex. She definitely isn't cheating on me. She is home 100% of the time and never goes out unless we are together. It's been getting worse as time goes on. She has doctoral appointments lined up to figure out her digestion problems, but it just doesn't feel salvageable, and I am growing more distant from her because we aren't physical anymore. We barely even kiss and I just feel disgusting, repulsive to her because of this. Tried talking about it but again, says I am putting crazy expectations which makes it worse. Stress greater than canned poop, greater than no sex, greater than repeat. Should I just end it now and try to find someone else, or do you think it is salvageable? Am I being unreasonable? Pick slightly related. The long but sure path forward is to quit trying for a while. Refocus on everything else, on building the life you want to have. Greater than me. Be lonely and hapless with girls. Be frustrated. Did something crazy, started new life as a commercial fisherman. Work hard, drink, make friends. Save money. Buy my own boat and start a business. Hot bartender at my local asks if I can take her and her friends to see whales on my boat. Bartender's friend is a hot nurse, wants to drive my boat. Talk the whole time. She stays behind when finished. Fucks me in my smelly bunk on my rusty old boat. Greater than MFW. I married my only ONS ever, and 15 years later we have 3 kids. Build the life you want up. Women will gravitate to men who live fulfilling lives. Be me. Broke personal trainer. Got an older, 15 years older than me, white diplomat client. She started to show all kinds of interest and even began to tease me sexually. I finally gave in and started to have sex with her. She started to give me free stuffs. Look into her iPod gallery by accident. Full of pics with different ugly black guys around different African countries in a hotel room. Felt disgusted and sick to my stomach. I kind of depend on her financially because she pay 3 times what I normally charge. What do? Be me. Best friend is virgin. Meet some girls. Do my best to help a best friend get laid. Time passes. We're not with them anymore. He meets some girls. Brags and doesn't invite. Evades me to go at their place. Now that I'm in drought, he doesn't have my back. I regret the mental energy siphoned from me to help him get laid. Also, when we were with them, he subtly put me down, tried to one-up me and make himself superior. I don't expect anything back, but he respect.